Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Daily Motivation, 365 days of consistency, doing the same things over and over again till they become habit. So this is episode 218. Hey Karen, how's it going? Great to see you as well. And again, thank you for watching. If you get to see this live, that's awesome. But if you get to watch this a little later, I also appreciate you taking your time. And hopefully it serves you well. So please like, please share, please comment if this message serves you or you feel that it could serve someone else in the future. So today I want to talk about, hey Tiffany, how's it going? Today I want to talk about the power of self-awareness. Just being aware. So what is self-awareness? Self-awareness is being aware of yourself, your true self, your inner self, which means your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. To be truly conscious of everything that you do to understand why you do what you do. Because the only way to change a habit or change a mindset or change a belief is by changing how we feel about certain things. Yes, I did get a haircut. So it's how we feel about certain things is how we become aware of those things, and that's the only way we could be able to change them. So self-awareness for me personally, reminds me of a story. Is a long time ago, not that long ago, but maybe about 10 years ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago, I was hanging with some friends. And I remember just having a quick conversation with them, and they told me, Rich, you're always angry. And I was like, no, I'm not. Well, he said, why would you say that? I'm not always angry. You're always angry. And they're like, look at you. You're angry right now. And that was the moment I actually became self-aware of anger issues that I did have. And I start to be more conscious of it. Meaning, I used to pay more attention of when my temper raised and I started getting angry. And I started asking myself some fundamental questions. Why are you getting angry? Why did what that person said trigger you? Why are you being so upset? And what helped me become more control over it. The more self-aware I became of it, the more of control I had over it. Now, self-awareness does not mean that you're going to automatically make changes, but at least if you're aware of what you're doing, you know what areas in your life that you can improve on. Because you got to ask yourself, hey, Rich, does this hot temper, is this helping you with communications, with relationships, with mindset, with success? Or is it a deprivation to those things? And of course the answer was yes, they're a deprivation to those things. So I start to be more self-aware of when I got angry, and that helped me control over it more, which helps me control it even better now in the future. So it reminds me of a story. I was actually doing a delivery. I help a friend do deliveries for some extra coin. I like money. But I was doing the delivery, and I remember a lady called me because I couldn't find her location. And she was very upset. She was very irate. She's like, well, I told you to follow these directions. And usually when somebody gets a little angry at us, we tend to reflect that same energy back to them. So we start getting angry with them. And, then it's just two people just upset with each other, bumping heads. But knowing who I am now, and I'm more conscious and more self-aware, I saw my temper kind of rising, and I could instantly lower it. And so I just told the lady, hey, I apologize. The GPS sometimes got me all over the place, and I'm unfamiliar with the area. I apologize the delivery took so long. And because of that, your reflection helps other people become more self-aware. So as I was self-aware and I calmed myself down, she became more self-aware. And I could tell that she was feeling like, maybe I should never have spoke to that man that way. And she actually gave me an extra tip, 30% more than the usual tips that we get. So that actually helped increase my revenue stream just by being self-aware of myself. Because you can't change other people, but you can always change yourself. See, we cannot always conduct the circumstances, but we could always conduct ourselves. Hey, Shanae, how are you doing today? So when you become more self-aware, we know how to move in certain situations because we're conscious of how we're thinking, we're conscious of how we're feeling, and we're conscious of our actions and our habits. So becoming self-aware is a major key to creating success in your life, because things and obstacles are going to happen. But the more self-aware we are, the more we know when negative thoughts start hitting our heads. And we could be more conscious of it to say, hey, I don't need to think that way. Or you start to become more conscious of your feelings. I'm feeling a little upset and angry. And I can find ways to soothe that before it gets out of control. And our actions. Have you ever done something, to do this in the past, and I would do something, I was like, man, I don't even know why I even did that. Or man, I wish I didn't react that way. Or man, I wish I was more in control of my temper. And as I started to become more self-aware, I started controlling those things. And where the outside wasn't dictating how I was thinking, feeling, or action taking, but my insides were dictating how I was thinking, feeling, and the actions that I started to take. Self-aware can change your revenue stream. It really, really could. It's like the customer service agent that gets upset with the client and starts yelling and screaming, and that could be a client that you just lost. Versus you could say, okay, let them vent, let them scream, let them curse you out, and still remain calm and stoic and say, well, ma'am, I apologize for that. Let's see how we can help. And that's what helps keep clients and customers in your stream. So becoming self-aware is paramount to your success in all aspects of your life. Now, again, what I said previously, you do not have to be self-aware to make major changes today. But the more you're self-aware of yourself, those changes will automatically start to happen, because you will start to be more conscious of how you think and how you feel and what you do. And again, those are the only three things that we can control in this life. Those are our joysticks in this game called life. Those are our buttons. So if we can control those three things, the way we think, how we feel, and what we do, we can control the overall results and the destination that we will reach. Again, this is Rich Fontaine with the Power of Self-Entertainment. You could agree with me or not agree with me, but either way, I feel this was a successful conversation. Hey, Shade, thank you for watching. Thank you, Karen, for watching. Thank you, Tiffany, for watching, and anyone else that has a chance to watch this later. I became more self-aware years ago, and that's helped change my life tremendously. And it helps me see the bad habits I still have. And it helps me work on those things because I know the areas that I can improve on. See, when we're moving forward, it's easier when we know the areas we can improve on. But if we're unaware of those areas, we'll keep doing the same mistakes over and over and over again. Love is love, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you for taking your time to watch this. Namaste.